Welcome to the Behind the Lens series. In this video, we'll be looking at the Canon EF-S 17-55 and L-series 24-105. These lenses are small and compact and can pack nicely into any configuration. While these lenses may be different from any of the other lenses that we tested in this series, they fill a particular need with documentary cinematographers. Okay, let's be real. These lenses can't compare to the quality and build of the other lenses in this series. They're primarily made of plastic, they're not parfocal, they don't have geared focus or zoom rings, they have clicked apertures, and they don't have hard stops on the focus ring. So why are we even looking at these lenses? Because I can pack my entire camera kit into this. These EF mount lenses are incredibly small and light. They each weigh under 1.5 pounds. That means I can pack both lenses, my camera, and enough batteries for a full shooting day into the same size case that I could fit 1, maybe 2 cinema zooms in. That's really important if I need to travel light, if I'm shooting by myself, or I find myself in sensitive or cramped shooting environments. The zoom range on these lenses is great. The 17-55 is perfect for handheld verite work, while the 24-105 is great for interviews. Both of these lenses have image stabilization, which means I can get really nice, smooth shots despite having a lightweight camera build. These lenses also have autofocus, so if your camera supports AF, this can really come in handy as well. Both of these lenses are incredibly sharp, keeping in mind, of course, they were designed for still images that are shooting at a much higher resolution than video. While these are very sharp lenses throughout, they really hit their optimal sharpness at f5.6. Both lenses have obvious vignetting, with the 17-55 showing it most prominently through the entire aperture range. The 24-105 is less noticeable yet consistent up until an f8, and then at f11 it levels out. Both lenses are very neutral in color. The 24-105 has just the slightest push towards yellow, while the 17-55 is incredibly neutral. The 17-55 has lower contrast, while the 24-105 is pretty punchy. Both lenses leave the skin tones feeling quite natural. Both the 17-55 and 24-105 breathe heavily when we tested at various focal lengths. In the interview frame, you can see with both lenses it's quite noticeable at both 35mm and at 50mm. In the pool table scene, it's very noticeable at the wide end of each lens, and while it's still there at the tight end of the lens, I find it to be less problematic. Both lenses have an impressive minimum focus distance. With the 17-55, it's 1.2 feet, and with the 24-105, it's 1.5 feet. Now, of course, these lenses are shorter than other lenses that we tested, so the distance is relative, but I think the end result speaks for itself. The combination of the Canon EF-S 17-55 and L-series 24-105 is great when you need to keep your camera package small and mobile. These lenses are incredibly light, which comes in handy when you're shooting in tight situations or you're by yourself and don't have an assistant to help with lens swaps. The focal length range on these lenses will cover you in most situations. Both lenses have image stabilization, which will give you nice, smooth shots. These lenses are very sharp and have extremely neutral color. The 17-55 has lower overall contrast, while the 24-105 has sharp, punchy contrast. Both lenses have noticeable breathing at all focal lengths, but have an impressive minimum focus distance. If you've enjoyed this video and want to learn more about these lenses, be sure to check out the companion blog post, where we go a lot deeper into all aspects of this lens test. Thanks so much for watching the Behind the Lens series, and be sure to check out all the other videos.